there we go. I do believe we're live, so I'll say indeed. And greetings unto you, beloved and holy friends. Mind me as I micromanage angles. Yeah, it's bright back there and it's shadows cast on me, which is not the way you're supposed to do things, but I'm going to compartmentalize that stress of being a bad camera person and put it into a different folder. And I'm going to reduce the amount of stress in the folder that is being in direct sunlight. So by that mind and that definition, I get to be less stressed about getting skin cancer, even though I might be more stressed about the shot not being perfect. Today's stream topic is about compartmentalizing our stress. How we as human beings have this ability to feel things about different things at different times. All right, this was inspired by Joy Vive this morning, sharing that there are stressors in life, but since we were in our yoga class in that very moment, that's what we have to keep our minds occupied with, right? That the things we stress about is going to be out there always. And if they're going to be out there always, then it's up to us to not always be stressed, right? To at the very least compartmentalize it. Put the stress in a little container and then open that container every now and then. Maybe it's like one of those fermentation kind of deals where you're supposed to leave it alone. And then eventually the organisms inside will consume the stress and turn it into something else. Just turn the stress into anxiety. Not funny? It's kind of funny. A little bit funny. I'm laughing at myself mostly. Right? Because I'm talking kind of like off the cuff and I don't know exactly if it is so. I don't think it works that way, right? I don't think stress follows the same rules when you bottle it up as wine. I wonder. How much have I compartmentalized? Especially as it relates to the stress in my life. And have I been able to compartmentalize so well that it's like one of those things that I transcended? As in, we have more things to worry about. I'm like butchering the Stoic quote. There are more things to be harmed by than there are things. There are more things to be alarmed by than there are things to be harmed by. And as such, men, people, suffer more in mind than they do in actuality. And then again, thinking about this compartmentalizing of stress, that if I put stress away in the back of my mind, per se, and I reach a point where the thing I was alarmed by, I wasn't harmed by, then having compartmentalized my stress was a net good for me. Of the leeway to not get caught in the same old traps, not get rolled by the same experience. I've been thinking a lot, especially about my parents and about the state of the world, about the state of comfort, the state of stability, the state of certainty. That's a big one as well. Right, and there is this, I don't know, inability, to say it in so many words, in me to properly compartmentalize these things. Especially as it relates to just like not having to worry anymore. Huh. I refresh again. Let me do it like this. Hit again. It's okay, thank you. Bro. What's up? I see Kristen here and Connor joining us too. Hello, I'm stressing due to it being 20 degrees, snowing like hell, and I have to be outside all day. It was 70 last week. Yeah, you thought. You thought you were safe from the cold, but the world was safe from the cold. Man, it does suck that my freaking streams are not clickable on my homepage anymore. I have to like go through more missions to find it. But I'm here. I found myself. What should I do to compartmentalize? You think about the fact that maybe you're warm right now, Connor. That's my best bet for you, bro. Are you warm right now? If so, if yes, then don't stress, right? Then as soon as you're out in the cold, then it's the time to stress, right? Then it's like, then you have to be in the compartment of stress to be like, oh wait, this is the temperature I was dreading. You say to yourself, please help, I'm helping, right? And right, you're like, and then you'll find, ideally, yourself inside again. Are you gonna be outside all day? I have to be outside all day. You did say that. Why? Why do you have to be outside all day? I'm just imagining like a joke. I'm doing community service, Melt. I'm picking up trash or something. I'm freezing my ass off. No, he's not. Okay, boom. Back to compartmentalizing. Now is the time to stress, right? So that's the antidote, Connor, as you realize that you are in the compartment of stress right now. You're not supposed to compartmentalize the stress away. You have been compartmentalizing the stress away, and now you are in the compartment where all of the stress is. You see what you see the conundrum we're in. I see Dream Tooth here as well. It's nice having you, friend. Yeah, what an experience. Living in a country where just below freezing is a shock. 20 degrees, 20 degrees Fahrenheit, I trust. Let me see what that is in the right temperature. Ah, it's not that far off. -6. Yeah, it's still cold. But I've seen worse. That's like as cold as it'll get here in South Africa for me. As cold as it's gotten, right? Like around that limit. And I can confer, also was freezing my ass off. However, at least it's not -20. Silver linings. Is I here? I is. Do better believe you are. You are. This is the compartment. Oh, woo! This is the compartment for stress. Have you considered that? Have you considered that? That this is the world in which you're supposed to stress. Papa, moet een pa, het is zo naby luister. Okay, dankie papa. Dis reg. Oh, just as that I could hear his medias in my brain had tabs open. And it was a nice exchange. No fighting. At least under a rainbow, you is. under a rainbow. Coming back to the compartmentalizing, right? Realizing that this reality is also a compartment of stress, right? That we kind of asked for everything as souls. We were like, I'm gonna have one everything, please. And stress is also a part of the everything, right? This compartment within which everything is, stress is too. And in that way, you're in the right place if stress is what you were looking for. At least sometimes. Not always. That's the cool thing. It being everything, there's a bunch of other things as well. I forgot to bring my headphones into the office, so I'll have to read lips and use context cues. Playing this stream on expert mode this morning. Howdy, pals. I'll go something like, yeah. Fear and Loathing Media. I can't say that I've seen that name. Fear and Loathing. Is that a movie? Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, right? Can't say I've seen it. But we have someone saying religion only targets children and desperate adults for new recruits. Only the easy, manipulated find religion. Fear and Loathing. It's very hard for me to argue with that. I don't know what's up with the all caps. Religion only targets. But it's true. All right. But again, religion is one of those things that creates a sense of community and is very much attached to culture. So, in that way, every single one of us have been manipulated. All right. I, unfortunately, as a person, questioned religion a lot. And I'm saying unfortunately because it made my life harder. I would still do it again. I would still do it again. I still do stand tall on my principles of reject authority, ultimately. Mel, my brother, and Jovan. Hey, River Coon. It's nice having you here. How you doing, bro? We're talking about compartmentalizing stress, right? And it did come off at the start as this conversation of like you're supposed to compartmentalize your stress in a little space and then have your stress in that space, right? And then you can like go into a different space and you can do these things, by the way. I'm saying it jokingly, but I'm also serious, right? Then you can put your stress in this space and then you can do something else. Like you can get onto your yoga mat and you can practice some yoga, right? And now in that space, yoga practice is the thing you're supposed to stress about. However, and this is I feel like the lesson that came to me in this stream is that this reality is one within which stress exists, right? And in that way, there is a certain responsibility to take in realizing we are in the world within which stress exists too. I got freaking bit by a mosquito. It looks like a brand new one. There's a kitty next to me too. How about that? That's nice. Yeah, silver linings, all right? Stressed about freaking mosquitoes biting me. I wish they wouldn't. I wish they would spontaneously combust. I agree. But alas. Compartmentalize my stress and realizing that this is the world in which stress exists. I am mildly allergic to cats. So there's like a certain stress that arises when they're close to me too. As the little tail passes me. There's the stress of being a person in this moment on a stream, being recorded, right? People watching me, you having opinions, this kitty watching me too. All right, stressors. How many stressors? There is the stressor that is having to feed my form. I have to continually put energy into me to continue existing. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's super stressful. All right. Then I have to make sure I sleep enough and I drink water and stuff. Proper hygiene is recommended if I want to stay healthy. There's so many things to stress about. Look at this cat. It's freaking. It's trying to get me attention. Try to get this hand. Can't just be. Can't just be expecting stuff like that. No, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot to stress about. But again, continuing down the rabbit hole, right? Then I have to stress about the fact that despite the food needs, the water needs, there's also stimulants in my environment, other things that influence my balance, right? And in that, there is this need for security, this drive to try and create some sort of stability uh, in whatever way that manifests, right? Maybe it's building a home and growing food. Maybe it's having enough capital, enough energy, enough money to do so. And then there is, again, the stress that comes with uh, is that something possible? Can we do that? All right. What will it take? How long will it take? Is a thing as it is running away from me? Is there any room for me to catch up? Stressing about all of these things, right? And then again, realizing that there are all of these compartments within which we can stress ourselves out. And then taking a step back and realizing that all of this stress exists in the world as it is. This thank goodness. There's so many stressors in the environment. I don't know if you heard those sounds. I hope you didn't. Love you too. Dear River Coon. It's a pleasure being in a space with your friends, right? Melting all of my stress. In this compartment, we get to not worry about the regulars. Rustig, Kobe. There we go. Yeah. Don't be mean to the kitties. It's a cobra bober. And the kitty was like first running away and then tried to chill down. And then I saw him being like, oh, sorry about that. And I saw him being like, yeah, I'm going to go and get that cat. And rustig means like relax. Like relax. Don't go in being too muches. Still watching kitty. Huh? You wonder about kitty? Is kitty cute to you? Hmm? You like that kitty? It is a cute kitty, you're right. It's a cute kitty, that one. Yeah, it's cute. A cute kitty. Here comes Pips. Pips must have smelled that there's other dogs being pet in the air. Oh, so much, so much. Both of them watching kitty. Pip is just gonna be like, hi kitty. Hi kitty. Pippy says hello. Yeah. What a world. What a world we live in. Yes, the dogs. More things to stress about. Of course, but I should be just rain, not this hellscape of flurries hitting you in the face. Oh, the cold. Jeeves, these doggos are like right underneath my feet now and against my tripod and camera and slabzo technorum G. Do you need to do that here? Excuse me. Excuse me. Do you need to be doing that against me, please? All praise. Okay. They've listened. Look, I asked and I received. Oh, he was chasing Kitty. Kitty thought there was going to be relaxed to be had. Only for a moment. Hum, hum, hum. Melt. There is no other world. I'm not suggesting there is. I'm just suggesting that in this world that we're in, there is everything. All right. So there it could be other worlds within this world too, by that definition. Yeah. See, all right. It's more open ended for me at least. I kind of like the mystery. Connor, all I can do is send warm loving and loving thoughts, but I'll do that. Bless. Thank you. Do melt. There's no other world. Bless again. Got the earphones. Love you again. Hugs, hugs to you. Jaju and Meow and Shadow and warm tunes and Mel. So much love, but I can't feel my hands. Those like slow mo typing. I can't feel my hands. Oh, jeeps. Sending you more warmth, bro. Personally, I'm not in the market for these considerations. I'm here for the physical transformations. Hmm. I'm not exactly sure what you mean. As it relates to stress, which considerations? The considerations of things that stress us out? Are you not stressed out by these things? For me, it's not so much about are you or are you not stressed out about these things, but more that you exist in the place where if you were going to be stressed about these things, you're in the best place to be. Right? The best place. So good if you want these stressors. We need to control our placement and our spiritual disposition. The practice of control is necessary. We control our view. We all categorize or compartmentalize. The reality is that we control how we view the world. It takes balance and consciousness to own that thing, but it's up to us. I agree. Right? I feel like compartmentalizing is like a certain building infrastructure in your brain in a way. It can be harmful too, right? That's the duality of life, you know. I love to put myself in stressful situations. Lol. I have no idea why. I mean, we grow quickly. We learn a lot from stressful situations, so that could be a reason, at least. All right. If you lean into that being your reason to grow and to become more powerful as a being, then you'll be doing it doubly. All right. Working extra hard at it. We are the evolution, but it's up to us to be the evolution, brother. Safety is big for our neurotype friends. We can experience betrayal like bad times, but you know not, you know not to match anyone's energy. It's true. Yes, do it right there, Pop. They have given me like some space at least. All right, like, I'm only this far away now from the action. I'll get you. I'll get you. I'll get you. Ha, 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 ha. Good old sneeze for letting know that I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Thanks to all of you being in this space together. It means so much to leave the space in the world where I know we'll be sharing love and wisdom and acceptance and silliness. It is nice, right? Like it's one of those things that's very hard to rely on. I haven't been able to rely on it in many other places. There are some places, right? But it is hard for even me. Hey, Yuri. There's like one spot in the garden that all of the dogs keep digging in. Yuri, Yuri, dude. I think he's deaf by now or something, so he doesn't really hear when you let him know. And dudes are running into stuff. hmm hmm Personally, not in the market for these considerations. I think I missed a few. This is what we do for our loved ones. Exactly. You asked two questions. I'm not sure which to answer. Answer the one you have an answer to. Even better if you let me know what I asked. Yikes. Well, I'm super close to their family, and I see his sister from time to time. And last week, something happened. I stopped from getting too far, but she really wants to see me. I don't know. I don't want to betray my best friend. Hope you guys don't see me differently. That's kind of what I'm trying to avoid. Oh, well, like I'm not seeing you differently as much as I'm seeing you as a person living in a world with stressors that come for people. No, the doggos are pushing buttons. Yeah, right. And again, you know that there might be potential stressors that arise, whatever you do, right? If you pursue this person, then there will be potential stress arising in the family or in your friend. If you don't pursue this person, then there could be potential stress arising uh, with the person you're not pursuing or whatever, right? Like there is a challenge for you to go through. And I think that's kind of like the only thing that I'm really have on my mind is that, oh yeah, doesn't seem easy. Doesn't seem easy. Morning to Yuki first. Nice having you here too. Bless you, friend. Been thinking about you a lot. I celebrate your work, Meld. Not necessarily all the contextuals. That's all I meant. I appreciate you celebrating my work with me, friend. Oh, the little pupper running by was so cute. Yes, little popper. Yes, a silly one. I'm cooked. Yeah, seems that way, bro. It's gonna be a matter of like relationship duration, bro. It's like which relationship do you think has the guaranteed chance of lasting longer? This potential romance or the friendship and the family connection, family friend connection. Anyone else tired? I'm pretty tired. I'm pretty tired. I'm taking it pretty easy. I'm kind of like being all chill and stuff. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. No, you're welcome to. The basic understanding of human familiarity and comfort is a hard road to navigate. Sometimes we fall in love without even trying. It's basic process. We are social creatures. Love is basic and easy. Try not to overstep your anticipation of a pipe dream that may not hold weight. Love is the easiest of the emotions. Just be mindful of the effects it will have, brother. Connor, River Coon has given you the words I could have only hoped to. Love is true. Thank you, River Coon, for sharing that love. No, Connor, that is life, and we all experience it. We did not see you differently. Yeah, still so much love, and exactly right. Because again, to us, Connor, you're like a family member, right? An inter-family member, and as an inter-family member, it's very difficult for us to properly judge you. Think about this, right? Really think about like even if you did try and tell us everything about you, it'll still be hard for us to properly judge you because you could lie or you could over exaggerate things that is bad about your character to the point where we can come to a conclusion that's not true about you. So I believe, at least about me and about this community, we try to not we try to not come to conclusions, right? It's like easier that way, easier for us to not judge you, right? And then there is, of course, room for you to overstep, right? Like you could hurt the community with your actions in ways that gets perpetuated to the point where you have compartmentalized yourself into a different camp. We won't judge you for something like that. Let's say it that way too. Right? You're not trying to hurt anybody. We are family, no judgment, just helpful hints. Exactly. I just want another opinion. Thank you, friends. Glad to have you all here for me. It's a blessing being here for you, bro. It is hard navigating human relations. Something I've been trying to get better at my whole life. Only it was as easy as doggo relations. Right? I give doggo scritchums. Doggo gets scritchums. Pepe is just like Max chillax. And Kobe wants her to be running around, and he's like super jealous of the fact that I'm giving her scritchums. He's like, come on, dude. Where's my scritchums? Where's my scritchums, dude? Come on. I need scritchums too, don't you know? Don't you know that there's more scritchums to be had? Love doggos. Aren't they creatures to adore? She's complex, my brother. It's true. It's very true. Compartmentalizing our stress. You see, like I feel like there is some wisdom to be extracted from that perspective as well. Stretch them. No, stretch them. Pepe is like, it's like over his shit. Now he's like being a little jealous Bobellis. Yeah, dogs. And there is a creature somewhere on planet Earth who has his little feetsies extended. There you go. Got one for you. A hitchhiker. Technically a parasite. Yeah. Player 3 entered the game. Eva is here too now. Hey! Don't step my stuff. Don't you step in me stuffers. And Eva has exited the game again. This is a scene. Enter frame again in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I didn't say how it was going to enter frame, just that it would. Hey, stop eating the grass. Stop eating the grass. You don't need any more grass. You've been eating a lot of grass. He's so jealous. Every time Pepe gets scratches, he's like, come on. Let's be players. Let's be players. Getting a brain massage. Imagine as a creature just holding on to your whole head, right? His head's the size. His hand's the whole size of it, like. Your turn to get head massage. I, 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 I get head massaged. Oh, get a head massage. So much shenanigans. So much shenanigans. Ooh. I just see like a fractal of them trying to play tug of war with my freaking hands. Can you not? Can we not do that? Can we chillax? Can we just chillax? Can we do like a calm downing? There shall be no focusing. There shall only be shenanigans. There shall only be I stop. You're biting my freaking heck, yo. You silly cricket. I'll squeeze you. You'll get squeezed. I'm big lost in the sauce. Oh yeah. So should I just drop it and not talk about it with him, or keep seeing where it goes and talk about him? Talk with him about what happened. He already knows since it happened once, and the parents know and are fine. I'm big lost in the sauce. Again, right? Like, let's talk about technicalities. Yeah, you mentioned that she wants you to come over to see her. She wants to see me, right? So that in and of itself creates like a barrier to entry. Like, how far away is she, right? What's the kind of like travel time? Do you have a car of your own? Are you Ubering? How much is it costing you, right? How regularly do you plan on seeing each other, right? Like, at the very least, do like a cost analysis, right? And then you can maybe like judge from there as well. Is this something that's going to benefit your life? Connor but nonner, my advice, take it a day at a time. Don't make the decision if you don't feel confident in making them. And take the time you need to feel confident in your conclusion. Yeah. It helps me to break things down, to compartmentalize, right? To make little compartments in my mind. I feel like Joe beautifully shared wisdom too. You have some things living on you, Peppers. How do you keep gaining new little friends? Huh? How do you do that? How are you so popular? Huh? How are you so popular, Peppy? Hmm? You got so many of them? You're just like so tasty. There's another one. Peppy doesn't know what I'm doing when I'm taking ticks off of her, at least. And she's really, really good about being still for it, too. Yeah, isn't that right, sweetie? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Then you're welcome. You're welcome. You're so welcome. Yeah, yeah. You're welcome. You're so welcome. Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay, okay. Thank you. Appreciate the love and I appreciate it. I'm gonna get this victory. I'm gonna make these things squeezy squeezy. I will reincorporate them to planet Earth. Certain practices can make this kind of navigation more clear for you, like journal your thoughts and revisit them later to get a wider lens. Joe is full of good wisdom today. That's actually really great advice, too. Right? Maybe, if anything, in that way, too, is like writing a little letter to your friend, telling him where you're at, right? What's happening. If you don't feel comfortable enough having that conversation with him directly, maybe you can have that conversation with him in a letterhead, right? Kind of vibes. Zoom, 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 zoom. Thank you, Jobo. I just feel like I'll keep talking with her like this, then I should. I just feel like if I keep talking with her like this, then I should say something. I'm definitely not ready to commit to anything. You see, that's it's also like a big deal, kind of, as a vibe, right? Like, why are you not ready to commit to anything? Is this person not committal worthy? Right? Like, what's up? And then, like, opening that portal in someone else's mind, if you're not ready to commit to that, right? It's almost like telling them to you're telling them to commit to the idea of you potentially being with this other person, but you're not willing to commit yourself to the idea of being with this person. Again, personal perspective. I just feel I'm definitely not ready to commit to anything. I feel like I still need to work on myself. Yeah, then you shouldn't be with that person at all, right? Definitely not in a romantic, like, let's just fool around, because both of us need to work on ourselves. You need to work on yourself, then you should not be fooling around. Oh, there you go. Trust that instinct. Yeah, it's a good instinct to have, like a bunch of wisdom revealed real quickly. I think it's time for me to finish the vertical string. I'm gonna see the flower with ye, and then I'll say goodbye to start the horizontal string. All right. The poem went as such: regret in color. I did use the flower as inspiration. Within a kaleidoscope of memory, regret shifts in vivid glow, half chosen roads in every tint, reminders of what we let go. In hidden corners of the mind, each choice becomes a hue, reflections of unspoken hopes that linger in silent view. But trace the pattern softly and find the tapestry is ours, a swirl of lessons learned in time, a path lit by old scars. Our color remains forever. No shade can hold us in. We carry every tone forward, and in growing, begin again. I agree. It's either all in or not. It's a tough spot. Like only having two choices is actually pretty nice, bro. It makes it very easy. Damn, this poem is so relevant. Yeah. Half chosen roads in every tint, bro. Do you want a half chosen road? Right. Or do you want to, be like, oh, wait, let's give this a real shot? I think the fact that you are still relatively young. I mean, you're not that young anymore. You're not 18 anymore, at least. Right? That helps. Would make it difficult if she is. Yeah. Uh, Point of the whole being young thing is that being young does help the confusion, let's say. Yes, so much confused. Uh, Whoa, that's epic. Bless. Damn, that poem's so relevant. I'm happy that you're finding some lesson in it, friend. I appreciate you for finding yourself here again. It's 444, or it was 444, when your friend sent your last messages, and 67% on that one. I appreciate you, friends. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you on the next horizontal stream. I love ya.